We're with Elliot Harrison counting down to the top 5 Atlanta Falcons at all time. And how about number 5, Jessie Tuggle, a ridiculously productive player for the Falcons, 5-time Pro Bowler.
You bet. Jessie Tuggle, a really underrated player throughout his career, Mark, and kind of covered different eras for the Falcons because he played so long. 1987 to 2000, when he joined the team, they were the worst team in the league, or arguably one of the worst teams in the league. Then he was in the Jerry Glanville era. Then he went to the Super Bowl with Dan Reeves, but a 5-time Pro Bowler, and unofficially 1,600 tackles.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
I was told there would be no math.
That's a lot of contact, man.
How about at number 4, Roddy White? Played from 2005 to 2015. He's currently a free agent, but what a Falcon.
Yeah, Roddy White, you can't leave him off the list. I mean, if you're the all-time leader in receptions and yards and touchdowns, you deserve to be on here. And look, I know Roddy White had a down season in 2015, but we're talking about the scope of a guy's career. He played 11 seasons. He made 4 Pro Bowls. In 2010, he was a first-team All-Pro. And there was a time, like especially in fantasy, where Roddy White's like, check, I'm trying to get that guy on my team.
Yeah, one of the great all-time University of Alabama Birmingham Blazers for sure.
How about that?
Worthy of his spot on this list. And how about the next guy? Deion Sanders, number 10 on your all-time defensive players list. Only number 3 here, but given the fact that he played for 5 different teams, he actually played for the Falcons for fewer years than he played for the Dallas Cowboys. But this is where he made his mark.
Yeah, you're right. This is where he made
the name.
Yeah, so his first year, he wasn't really a great defensive back yet. He started in his second year becoming a real playmaker there. And by his third year, he was an all-pro level performer. But you're right, he only played 5 years. That said, they were a great 5 years. There's a reason the 49ers wanted him in 94 so bad, because he did things like this to him. And that's actually footage from Deion's rookie year. And the reason I could tell, because the old Falcons unis, they didn't go to the Blacks until 1990 with Jerry Glanville. But Deion Sanders, a phenomenal player.
Let's move on to the offensive line. Mike Kenn, a tackle, would be undersized today at 275, but at 6'7", he was a height level that was unique for his era.
Yeah, working with Jamie Dukes, who you worked with, Jamie Dukes said that Mike Kenn was the most technically sound player that he ever played with. Mike Kenn, a multi-time Pro Bowler, all-pro level player, but he also played from 1978 to 1994, all with Atlanta. So when we're talking about the greatest players in franchise history, you have to look at longevity. Mike Kenn playing 17 years for one team certainly accomplishes that.
All right, for Claude Humphrey, being number 1 on this list is a career highlight. Also appearing in an episode of Dukes of Hazzard, according to Wikipedia, another career highlight for him.
Wait just 1 minute here, JD. Daisy didn't do nothing. No, Claude Humphrey. Talked to him at the Hall of Fame a couple years ago. Obviously a big honor for him making it, but one of the best defensive linemen of his era and a member of the 1977 Grits Blitz Falcons, who set a league record for fewest points allowed in a season. So, Mark, I got to tell you, though, you got all these guys. You see Claude Humphrey there. The one guy I left off, it pained me. No Tommy Nobis on here, a longtime linebacker for the Falcons. I gave it to Jessie Tuggle because they went to a Super Bowl, with Tuggle being a huge part of that.
Well, good stuff. There you have the top 5 Falcons of all time, courtesy of Elliot Harrison.